We start off the month of September with a Dutch reunion between our boss Erik ten Hag taking on his old frenemy, that is the Liverpool boss Arne Slot. Meanwhile, it will be, I think, nostalgic, I should say, for Lisandro Martinez as he faces against Mo Salah. Salah, a player who has scored the most number of goals against Man United of all teams he has faced, 14 to be precise. What exactly is he about to offer? 2 goals to the good in the 2 games Liverpool have played this season. Mo Salah is in a form of his life as ever. My name is Webb. Welcome to the NHL Sport. Here are some of the changes I'm hoping that Erik ten Hag could see and make if Man United is going to have a good chance at Old Trafford. The odds, by the way, don't favor Man United. I was looking at the bookmakers, and most of them clearly give it to Liverpool, which I think is okay because us coming into a home game as underdogs just after such a beautiful transfer window, I think for me is okay. I don't mind it. I think it's a good place to come from because the mischievous nature of the beautiful game is such that even the underdogs always have a chance, especially if they are playing from home. So for me, with or without Manuel Ugarte, of course he won't be in that game, I think we've got everything we need in our armory to deal with this Liverpool team. So here are the odds. United winning is 3.86, a draw is 4.17, a win for Liverpool is 1.9. That's disrespecting us at home. They've forgotten what we did to them just in the previous season. But let's get into it. The first thing I think for me, I want to see Erik ten Hag do is give Mathis de Ligt his first full debut. Partner him with Lisandro Martinez, and let's deal with the threat that these very fast Liverpool forwards will pose to us. Why is that? Harry Maguire, first of all, for me, is not consistent. We know that he has had some impeccable games, by the way. Don't get it twisted, but he's not consistent. That's one. I don't think he's fully fit, to be honest. And risking with a semi-fit Harry Maguire is not worth it. If you have options, if you brought in options for millions of euros, I think you've got to give the options the chance against the big teams. But also, playing against such a pacey side with Lisandro Martinez not in his best form, I think you need smart players in front of Onana. I think you need technical players. I don't think Harry Maguire is the most technically gifted player. Mathis de Ligt is. I think his technical abilities need to be will certainly come in handy for Man United in this one. Another thing is Erik ten Hag's recent habit of starting with defenders, then pulling them off in later minutes in the game. I think is not a good thing. You don't really want to over tamper with the back line in a game because defenders are close to the goalkeeper. So there is a level of fragileness or fragility, if that's the word, when it comes to defenders. You don't start with a different center back pairing, then you change it midway in the game because the new defenders will need time to then grow into the game, which time will not be there, or within which time they will be punished. It's exactly why we considered that late goal against Brighton. So Erik ten Hag wants to learn some lessons from that game. Trust Mathis de Ligt with Lisandro Martinez, Mazraoui, Dalo. No one will judge him for resting Harry Maguire, and trust them to play full 90 minutes for as long as they're fit. Keep it there, keep it that. For me, that's what Erik ten Hag has got to do first. For me, that's what I think. It's very important because we are playing against a team that, with under Arne Slot, plays differently, and it's good Erik ten Hag knows how Arne Slot plays. They have met 4 times before. Each has won twice. The last was an Erik ten Hag win. Their last meeting before Erik ten Hag left to join Man United in 2020, 3-2 win. They always play entertaining games, by the way. They always play entertaining football. But Arne Slot's Liverpool, the slight change in how they play from how they played with Jurgen Klopp is they are not always counter and they're not always counter pressing and pressing high and looking to press high. They are looking to dominate possession. Of course, they will still press, but they are looking to pass the ball around a little more. They're a bit less direct. They are more. They want to have some bit of time with the ball before they launch an attack. That's the slight change they have with Arne Slot, which is I think a game, a style that Eric Ten Hag will certainly know how to deal with, because that's the kind of football at least he also sort of dreams of playing. But also, Eric Ten Hag, being that he loves to press high with his team as well, against a team that wants to pass the ball around, it's a good opportunity for you to try and force them into errors, because the more they try to pass the ball around, if you press them high, it's easy to force them into mistakes or to keep them committed in their half as they pass the ball around. So it's an opportunity for us to try out our style under Eric Ten Hag against a top opponent, one that knows him, that he knows, but and at home with the full backing of the home crowd. We are going to come into this game with a lot of energy because of how successful our summer transfer business was. I think for me, this game has got everything around it to make for an impeccable game, especially in the eyes of United. So, but the first thing is how Eric Ten Hag approaches it. So the game management is the other thing I want to talk about. How is Eric Ten Hag going to manage this game? Because trust you me, with Liverpool, every minute counts. They will come at you at every minute. They will always come at you from the moment the whistle is blown. The time the man at the center calls for the ball, they will keep coming at you. So they never relent. They keep going and keep going. So expect a game that will keep swinging. It's going to be an end-to-end one. Now, such games require proper game management based on game situations. Now, Eric Ten Hag has at times managed games so well. At times, he has been overwhelmed. The beauty, though, that I've seen with Eric Ten Hag is he could be sort of a big game manager. I feel like many a time he gets it right with how he approaches big games. That for me is a confidence that I have going into this game. He gets it right on how he approaches some of these big opponents like Liverpool, like us, like Man City and the likes. So I have no doubt that he will figure it out. Yet again against his former rival, of course, with whom they are renewing a rivalry. What starting 11 do I expect? So I expect, of course, Onana in goal. The backline, like I said, Dalo, Mazraoui, Lisandro Martinez, Delete for his technical abilities to back up Lisandro Martinez, who is not 100% fit. In the middle, of course, Casemiro blocking on one side, Kobe blocking on the other, Bruno in 10, up top, Joshua Zakzi, Ganacho, and Ahmad on one side. Don't complicate it. Just give it that. Ahmad is built for these games. He has proven lately that against Liverpool, he's psyched. I mean, we have got evidence for that in recent games. Then Ganacho needs to be starting. We are done seeing Garnacho come off the bench. I don't know what more Erik ten Hag wants, but Marcus Rashford cannot be starting. And never mind Rashford being a big game player, I think he has lost. The current Rashford is a shadow of the former big game player. He's no longer that. He has lost it completely. So if Erik ten Hag makes those right decisions, manages the game right, I think Man United has a chance. Because if you look at the two teams, United has sort of built something that has tried to bring us close to teams like Liverpool, who are clearly ahead of us. So this is a game that is going to give us an opportunity to test how we match against them, but also the play. I think it's a good opponent for us to match and gauge how much we have gone in terms of building our style with Erik ten Hag that we are hoping is going to be a world beater. So my prediction of the game, I think we won't lose it. So I don't think we'll lose it. The worst will be a draw. So if you're going to stake on it, 1x, a home win or a draw. But I think it's going to be an entertaining encounter, an entertaining affair, beautiful football, because these games are always exciting. Either teams to score. Let me go for a 3-1 win for Man United. That's my prediction. Give me yours in the comment section. My name is Webb. Like, share, and subscribe. Don't expect Manuel Ugarte to play. Probably expect him and the other lads who are signed to be unveiled to the home crowd at Old Trafford. But I will be back, of course, to talk more about of course, this game. Catch you later.